count our phones, we have like 9 computers in this room. There's a laptop, there's 3 desktops, we have 3 phones in the room. I think we're gonna be streaming on Facebook Live, all kinds of things, right?
Well, I actually just hung up with NASA, and they've got their supercomputer headed here on an 18-wheeler. So we're gonna get that set up shortly, and your mind's really gonna be blown.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
That's not bad, is it? Jesse, can I trust Zillow for my home value? Can we answer that question today?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, can we?
Well, it's actually.
Can we can answer the question, or can we trust Zillow?
Well, I don't think you can trust Zillow without doing a lot of homework. Because they don't know, they don't have access to the real closed data, and they don't know what your home looks like or has or anything. And I can give you some good examples of that if you'd like.
I'd love to hear.
So we
No,
just,
the listeners want to hear.
we just saw a home over in the Legacy the other day, and Zillow says that it is a 4-bedroom, 8-bathroom. So I know for a fact that this home has got 3 bathrooms.
Ah, the old 8-bathroom home. Everybody loves that one.
So chances are they're giving them probably $4 grand each for one of those bathrooms. So if they've got
Yeah.
5 extras, that's what, $20,000 extra they're getting for their home value?
Yeah, it's
Or their
crazy.
estimate?
Which is crazy, which is insane, right?
Yes.
Which is insane. So I had somebody yesterday reach out to us, and they said, hey, I want to look at my Zillow home value. What do you think my home's worth in Bountiful? And I said, is your home 2,700 feet? They said, yeah, the main floor is 2,700 feet. What do you think happened, Jesse? What do you think was missing?
Their basement.
Oh.
Because in the state of Utah, it counts basements differently, and Zillow can't track
Yeah,
that.
yeah, imagine that. Imagine that, Andy, you go onto Zillow.com thinking, hey, I'm gonna find out what my home's value is. I'm just gonna go ahead, because I heard that Zillow, I saw these Zillow ads, and the Zillow ads are so lovely. They feature these families that have just, are doing great family things like making pancakes. We saw one that we're gonna talk about making unicorn pancakes, and we're gonna talk about our instant offer program today. And you go on there thinking, well, I'll see what Zillow says my home's worth, but here's the problem. Zillow only, if you have a basement, they don't show it.
Right.
They don't show it. Jesse, what would that mean to a consumer, value-wise?
Oh, quite a bit, probably half as, so on a basement, you'll get about 40% more value, less value than you will on your main level, so you may be missing 30 to 40% in your estimate value.
Yeah, it's a
That's
ton.
a lot of money.
It's a ton.
Right.
It's a ton. All right, guys, we're going to do a Facebook Live here. Here we go.
We're getting our.
Yeah, we had to figure it out. We had to figure it out.
All right.
Yeah, we had to reboot the system. So just envision, and for our listeners out there, I'm Jeremy Larkin, host of the St. George Real Estate Morning Drive, and I drove, and it was morning, and it is beautiful out there. But you're talking about, hey, look, man, you could be missing 50 to 100 grand,
You could, definitely.
right?
And vice versa, it could be over. A good instance is that bathroom. Their estimate is probably 30,000 over what it should be.
Yeah, yeah,
Or what it
absolutely.
would sell for in the market.
Absolutely. So, this is an issue, and we just went Facebook Live, so if you want to watch this morning on Facebook, facebook.com/St. George Experts, facebook.com/St. George Experts. Check it out. Actually, you know what? I lied. We're actually at facebook.com/Jeremy Larkin this morning. Yeah, I apologize. Facebook.com/Jeremy Larkin. We want to answer some of the most typically asked questions that we see in real estate. And the first one is, can I trust Zillow for my home value? Now, Zillow's up to something else, Jesse, which is their instant offer program.
Mhm.
What are they doing?
They're going into markets and they'll actually give you an offer for your home. It's right there. There you go. So they'll give you an offer for your home and buy it.
Zillow?
Yeah, they will. So-
Really?
And then they'll turn around and sell it for market value. So that's a good thing to keep in mind, that they're actually going to turn around and sell it, so the chances that you're getting market value for that home are slim and none.
Yeah, they're slim and none, not slim to none. Thank you. So there's a video that I watched yesterday. I guess it was released to YouTube. Zillow.com/offers. And here's the fun part. Here's the great part. So many real estate agents love to hate Zillow. They love to hate Zillow because Zillow, of course, is trying to take the real estate agent out of the process very subtly. So instead of running from it, we're just going to talk about it. on the program this morning. So Zillow.com/offers, if you'd like to see what that looks like. People are gonna find it anyway, so, look, that's where you do, so.
Grab the bull by the horns, right,
Yeah,
Jeremy?
here's the issue. Zillow's gonna make you an offer, an instant offer, online, without having ever seen your home. The offer will be subject to them then sending in a real estate professional, appraiser, inspector, and deciding what they really wanna pay for it. Okay, so first of all, Andy, if they come in and offer you $400,000 for your home, it doesn't mean they're buying your home, right? There will be tons of fine print that says, oh, that's subject to this. So here's the fun part. We saw that Zillow was doing it. What do you think we started doing? We said we got an instant offer program. And the reality is we have an instant offer program. So if you visit soldinstgeorge.com, soldinstgeorge.com, you'll see a big old button that says instant offer.
Right.
Now, here's one of the challenges. So Zillow is doing this. Who else is doing this? iBuyer, I think one was called iBuyer, Purple Door. So here's what's happening. They're coming in, they're making an offer, then they're charging a buyer premium of some kind, which is like 3 to 5% of the purchase price, right? There's no commission, air quotes. Good morning, all of our Facebook Live viewers. If you've got questions, we want you to ask them. But they're going in. Hey, Andy, you should vote for us for Best of Southern Utah right there. It's right on your screen.
It's right
It's
on
2
the
clicks,
screen.
man.
I
2
gotta do
clicks.
it now, yep.
So I was just watching it with Best of Southern Utah. So they come in and they make an offer, sight unseen, which is subject to them actually inspecting it and deciding if they want to buy it. Then they charge this strange fee, this strange buyer premium fee, which is just whacked out, right? So the next thing you know, you think you're getting 400, but the reality is you're actually getting 360. Let's flip this on its head. We can bring a local investor in right now from St. George who will make an offer to buy your property, close in 7 days, cash, with no strange strings attached. Really simple. They will buy your home. It will sell for blank. Like, you will get blank if they buy it cash. Or we can put it on the market, distribute this thing to every single real estate agent on the planet, Zillow.com included, smile and a wink, Trulia.com, Homes.com, Realtor.com, all these websites, and we can sell it at market. By the way, in most cases, you will get more selling your home at market. But here's what they do in the Zillow offer ad. They show this dad in the kitchen, and he's really having a good time. He's making pancakes. And then you see he's trying to make a shaped pancake, and it says, excuse me, making unicorn pancakes is hard. And the music plays. But you know what's easy? Selling your home. And he's sitting there, and then bing, 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 his phone pings, and he's in his apron, and he's talking to his child, and he looks over, and it says, you have an offer from Zillow, $365. And he goes, ah. I hope our listeners can see. Do you see the face? Ah, it's the raised eyebrow look. Like, well, that's interesting. Let me finish making these pancakes. So easy. Like, hey, just pack up your belongings and they'll be here tomorrow. But that's not real, right? That's actually not real, and you have to understand that. So we want to go straight to our consumers here in Washington County and say, look, if you want an instant offer, we'll make you an instant offer, literally right now. We have an investment group who will purchase your home cash. Let's talk pros and cons. So pitch to you that it's just so much easier that you should do it. No.
Well, in any part of our life, convenience comes with a cost. It always will.
Right.
It always will.
Right. So we would not propose to you that you should be doing this because it's easy. You should be doing this because for some reason it makes sense that you've got to get out of there fast.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll take your home, we'll put it on the market, you'll have to do some work. We will require you to do some work because you're going to say to me, I want the most money for my home.
Yep.
I'm going to say, well, if you want the most money, you have to do the most prep work, which we're going to guide you. We're going to hold your hand. We're going to walk you down the road. We're going to schedule all the showings with you. Yeah, you're going to need to make the beds. You're going to need to close the toilet lid. All that kind of jazz. If you've got dirty clothes on the floor, you better just kick them under the bed. I don't know what to tell you. Right, those things are going to have to happen, and it is going to be a nightmare in some ways, but you probably won't be sad if you get the money at closing. So be aware, just be aware that that these groups, Zillow is a big, massive entity. It's a behemoth, and they are a company that's actually running no profit. So it's it's one of these strange Wall Street things. They're running no profit, but they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And their goal is to set themselves up as kind of the replacement to the real estate agent, and eventually just, you know, have the whole entire thing. So look, people are gonna go there, they're gonna look, they're gonna go to Zillow.com and look for a Zestimate. Here's what I would say, go get your Zestimate at Zillow.com, and then call us and say, I got a Zestimate, can you please produce a courtesy, right, free of charge, market analysis for my property, and let me know what you believe it would sell for on the open market. And then we do that. And then you have the real information, and then you can compare the Zillow's estimate against our information. And if you're paying close attention, you'll notice that they've skipped your basement, right? So kind of one right here and get all of your options, right? And of course, their goal is it seems so easy that you don't even call an agent. You just go, oh man, this seems easy. I was making unicorn pancakes and for my child, and I got an offer on my phone. I should just get out of here, right? And the rest, as they say, is history. So if you would like to see what we're doing with instant offers, visit soldinstgeorge.com/ just soldinstgeorge.com. There's the instant offer button. I'll hit you in the face. Have you voted for Best of Southern Utah today, Jesse?
Not yet.
Andy did.
I just did.
Because you have to wait 24 hours, so. if
No, you
I
don't have to
vote-
wait 24 hours.
Oh, yeah. It won't let me do it unless it's the next 24
Oh,
hours.
no.
So he voted yesterday is what he
It
said.
Well,
shouldn't be
I-
24 hours. No, it should just be 12:01 a.m. I don't know. I've
Oh,
never-
really?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because the other day it wouldn't let me, because I just voted at like 10 o'clock the night before.
Oh, yeah, just come back once per day. That's what they tell me. I just voted. Folks, visit, if you visit the Best of Southern Utah, we're, with the Larkin Group, our real estate team, we are aiming to win that title. Some of you saw a Facebook video I posted last week. It was me with my high school yearbook.
I was just telling my wife this morning that, because she asked me if I could do a Miami Vice pose, and I told her, I was
dude.
voted the most
Dude.
likely to be the next Don Johnson.
I so believe
That's
it.
the only title I ever got.
I
But-
so believe it. At every level, I believe it. So, but if you visit soldinstgeorge.com, we made it easy. You can vote for us right through that page. And yes, cast a vote for it's Jeremy Larkin for Best Realtor and the Larkin Group Best Real Estate Team. I have the very best people in Washington County working with me, and there you have it. Whose phone's buzzing?
Yours probably.
I don't know, that's kind of weird. Something's buzzing. It's in my ears.
It's not mine.
Man, this is weird. So, all right, Jesse, should we talk about a couple other questions that these folks out there are asking?
We can, but I'm gonna depend on you because my laptop died.
Did it die?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So this is gonna be really good. So, and by the way, we're pulling these, so we're talking about answering the questions here in Southern Utah that people have been asking. These questions came from our 2019 Parade of Home survey. And many of you will remember that we created a survey and asked folks questions about the market and just to find out what they were doing. And then we turned around and we had about 40 people respond to our survey, maybe 150. Okay. What about, Jesse, are there good options for young couples who just graduated college? I'm going to qualify that because maybe that it doesn't have to be just graduated college, but let's call it young couples that just graduated college. Let's guess that these are couples that are in their like 22 to 25 years old range. Okay. Are there good options? Is buying a house a good idea at this stage in life? What do you think?
I think it is because you can step into a starter home and start building equity, start building your life, and it'll help you think differently.
Uh-huh.
It really does. The homeownership almost is like the next step in life.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having a kid. It just changes your life.
Is there any reason, and we'll back into this, are there good options? Is there any reason that you wouldn't buy a home at this stage in their life? What would be good reasons to not purchase a home at early 20s, graduated from college?
If you're not really sure you're going to be here, like say 2 years.
Yes.
Then it doesn't make sense at all, because if you end up having to sell that, you'll end up possibly paying capital gains, and that could hurt you.
Bingo. Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of these couples, they're not permanent here.
Yeah, it just depends on what are you doing.
Yeah, at least 2 years. And Jesse says at least 2 years because if you stay in a home, sell a home before less than 24 months after you purchase it, you're going to be paying what's called capital gains taxes.
And there's no way around that.
No, there's no way around it at all. Okay, but let's take this a step further. How long should people really be in their home? I mean, like, if we want to wait out a real estate cycle, what are you thinking?
what, 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
Because every cycle, for the last, what, 70 years, it's been up and down every 10 years. 5 up, 5 down. 5 up,
Absolutely.
5 down.
Absolutely.
So-
Yeah, there's no question, right?
But let's kind of hit on that. So with that said, we are probably in the height of a market.
Mhm.
And does that really mean that they wait? I don't know that it does, if it makes sense to buy
Okay,
a home.
let's pretend that I'm a young couple, okay?
Okay.
Just graduated from college, maybe have a baby or two, maybe don't have any.
Okay,
I buy a home, but there's a concern that in the next 2 to 3 years that my wife, let's say, or if it's somebody says their husband, or one of us might get a nursing position in Salt Lake City and we might leave.
okay.
But we really want to own a home right now. So what's going to happen when we go to leave? Do we have to sell it?
No, you could actually make sure that you buy one where you could possibly rent it.
Woohoo!
And-
He's following my cues, real
Okay,
nice.
So in that case, and as long as you've lived in a home the last 2 of 5 years, it's not technically an investment property. So
Right.
you could still wait out a market and sell it, say, 5 years from now and be safe.
So you're saying my monthly mortgage payment's $1,400 a month. I could theoretically rent that home for $1,400 a month, or $1,500.
Yeah, if it's, yeah, you'd have to check on that, but possibly,
Yeah,
yes.
you wanna do some
You could
research.
definitely either offset the rent or get all of the mortgage
Yeah.
paid with the rent. That's a good possibility,
Uh-huh.
but I would make sure that you prepare, like, think about that first, because you don't want to
Right.
have some money in the bank and.
What are options though? I mean, like for these young people, what are the options? And for my team out there who are watching and listening, what are the options?
There's plenty of options, but you really have to do your homework and you have to be quick on the draw, because young couple's probably gonna be under 300,000,
And maybe under,
under 250.
yeah.
Which is a really a tough market still, even though we're getting more inventory. So you've just, which is a really biased opinion, is you have to have a good agent that has feet on the ground for you and is really looking. Because the homes that are the best value, that are the right homes, are selling so fast, you don't even see it.
They're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone. So a couple things. So there are some options.
There are.
But Jesse, I can only afford a $2,500 car. There's no options for it. Do you think that the expectations of young people today, because of the wealth that's been enjoyed the last 30 years, are different than the young people 30 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't dream of buying a home when I was 21 years old.
Right.
There's no way.
Mhm. And the reason I say this is, by the way, there's been such a beating up of millennials, Gen Y, and this, that, and the other. Well, these kids are terrible. Hey, here's the deal. We're all just a product of our upbringing.
Mhm.
So if these kids don't even know what it was like because they do not have the internet. Well, of course they don't know, because they have there's no reason to assault people because they grew up when they did. Just the reality is that there's so much wealth right now, right? And when you were 21 years old, it was like, man, if people could get into a 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, no bath, young and married, especially my parents who were older, who were 78, for them to own an 800 square foot something was like a dream.
Right,
Yet what is the perception now, Jesse? I drive down there to Little Valley, and what do I want?
and you want that $400,000 house.
I want a $400,000 home.
And also the perception a lot of times is, I'll just wait for the market to come back down.
Yeah.
But what they don't think about is when that market comes back down, it most likely will be interest rate driven. That $400,000 house that probably isn't gonna go down by 100,000.
No.
We're not gonna see a crash.
We don't.
most
That's
likely.
not happening right now.
So, but that $375,000 house is now more like a $425,000 house because the interest rate has
Mhm.
just went up.
Yeah.
So have you shot yourself in the foot by not really thinking that through?
Yes.
I think that's what we're gonna see.
Keith asked a question. Let's just segue there. Are home prices up right now in St. George, or has higher interest rates stopped any increase in prices? Well,
They're still up.
yeah, they're still up. They're still up. Are they going up? No, they're not currently going up in Washington County. Maybe in a pocket here or there. I just listed a Coral Springs condo, which is going to be kind of interesting. We will be listing it for $309,900.
Nice.
Interestingly, there are 3 that just closed at $290,000, $295,000, and there are 2 under contract above $300,000. So
That's
here's
crazy, because 3 years ago when we talked to him, that was
Yes.
$250.
$250,000.
Holy
So here's a
moly.
pocket, and the pocket is this. They're selling homes that are they're vacation rentals. Remember we talked about nightly, weekly rentals?
Mhm.
They can be a vacation rental. Well, they're selling Coral Springs for say $300,000, $310,000. Across the street, literally across the street, Cole West is building new vacation rentals for 500.
400 to 500, yeah.
So what you have is a little micro pocket there where the buyers look at them and go, oh, well, gosh, I'd love to buy a $500,000 vacation rental. And then they'd walk across the street and say, I guess I'll buy one that was built in 2007.
Yeah.
And 2007, it's the big rock fireplaces and the dark trim and the
They're
dark
pretty
doors.
cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's a different style. And so some folks will say, I'll just take that style and I'll paint it, right? So folks, if you have not done so yet, we would ask, please, if you will vote for us, soldinstgeorge.com and cast your vote. That'll pop up. Vote for the Larkin Group, Jeremy Larkin, best in Southern Utah. Jesse, thanks for being on and handling things as we were having techno difficulties.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
We got it,
this morning.
man. We're off to the races. Let's have a great week.
Thanks, guys.
Woo!
Utah's #1 source for News Radio 94.9, 890 KDXU St. George, a Cherry Creek Media Station.
There we go.
Well, took
It
a
worked.
while to get it off the ground, but once we got off
It
the ground,
worked.
it worked.
It worked.
Profile cases put Florida
I had a sick kid that I was taking to school.
So typically, if he's late, they go to commercial right away.
Go to commercial. Because Jesse is good, but he's not
The reason I
quite.
didn't answer you, because you didn't call me, you said
Ah.
Craig or
I
Walter.
couldn't remember your name.